So here's the thing. You want to improve your trading psychology, right? That's why you're watching this video. So what do, right? You try stuff like, tell yourself, be a more disciplined trader. Let's try meditation. Let's try hypnosis. How is that working for you? My guess is not very good. If not, you won't be watching this video, right? And it's not your fault really, because all this stuff and techniques, right? Or, all this approach focuses on your internal system. And your internal system is one of the hardest things to change. So let me explain. Let's say you're overweight and you want to lose weight. Okay, you know that you have to eat less calories and, exercise. And let's say, in your house, in your fridge, you have stuff like, potato chips, ice cream, fizzy cola, sweet drinks, deep fried food, and stuff like that. Now, when you're hungry, you go to the fridge and look for food. And you binge on those unhealthy food. So ask yourself, what are the odds of you losing weight when your environment, when your fridge is stocked up with such unhealthy food? The odds are pretty low, right? Well, you may have the, discipline, right? You can tell yourself, no, I'll not touch those food, right? But if the food is right there smack in your face, the deep fried chicken wing, right? What are the odds of you, rejecting that chicken wing when you're hungry? You feel me? So now, on the other hand, right, let's say, this time around you go with a second approach. You stock up your fridge, right, with healthy food. You throw away all the junk stuff. Nothing is left. You stock up with vegetable, fruits, plain water, and maybe some, sugarless yogurt, nuts, and stuff like that. This time around, when you're hungry, right, you go to the fridge, it's all healthy food down there. Okay? And you're too lazy to go down to the nearest, coffee shop to buy stuff. So now, what are the odds of you losing weight? Well, you don't really need much discipline this time around because you're so lazy. The food down there is all healthy alternative. You have no choice but to eat healthy, which actually increase the odds of you losing weight. So can you see, how your external environment affects your weight loss? And it's the same for trading. You want to put yourself in the right external environment so you can succeed as a trader. So the first thing that I would like you to do, which I find that it's very important to put you in this right external environment, is this. Get a fixed source of income. There is nothing shameful about it. In fact, professional traders, they adopt this approach. Like hedge funds, right? Let me explain. So I'm not sure if you are aware, but most hedge funds, right, they go with a 2-20 compensation approach. Okay, a 2-20 compensation approach. Let's say, right, this hedge fund manages $100 million. Okay, what this means is that for the year, the start of the year, they will take they'll take a 2% fee, right? 2% of 100 million is $2 million, right? So whether the hedge fund makes money this year or they don't, they're going to take $2 million. What is it for? To pay the office rental, to pay the traders, to pay the staff and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter whether they make money or not, right? The staff will be paid, their food will be put on the table, necessities, right, is met, okay? And the other remaining 20% is simply they take, if they make money that year, let's say they make 10 million, right? They'll take 20% of the profits, right, as a bonus for them. Okay, so you can see that they go with this 2-20 approach because no matter what, right, whether the markets make money or not, right, people, they have to meet their living needs. So this is why even hedge funds, they go with this approach. And hedge funds are not the only one, right? If you look at prop traders, where I was from, right, as a proprietary trader, each month, whether I make money or not, right, some months I don't make, right, I have an allowance, a small allowance, not a lot, but enough to, put food on the table, feed myself, and, make my way to the office as transport each month. And again, that's because I have a fixed source of income. Okay, so this is very important because if you think about this, if you do not have a fixed source of income each month, okay, let's say you rely 100% on your trading, you are maybe a really good trader, and let's say, you are using your trading funds to meet your daily needs, maybe to put food on the table, feed the kids, pay your mortgage, etc. And let's say this month you're down and you really need the money, right? And you're currently, let's say, down, say, $3,000 for the month, right? You're in a losing trade. What do you think you're likely to do given this situation? Well, if you're like most traders, what you'll do is that you'll tend to shift your stop loss, right? Hopefully, you don't have to take the loss. Okay? Or maybe if you lose, right, you will double down or triple down on the next trade. Hopefully you can make back the losses and regain it. So you get, use the profits and pay for your food, mortgage, transport, whatever. Okay, so you can see that by putting yourself, right, in the wrong environment, it will lead you to make wrong trading decisions. But if you put yourself in the right trading environment, let's say, all your necessities are met, you don't have anything else to spend on, all you need to do is just focus on your trading. You can focus on just executing your trades over and over again, doing the right thing, and not focus on, what you could potentially lose, or, not enough to put food on the table, yada, yada. Okay, so this is important, right? Get a fixed source of income. Many ways you can do it. Number one, get a job. Can be a waiter, a tuition teacher, or even a full-time job. It's up to you. Or you can educate traders like me, right? I do, help traders, right, with my own premium training program if they're interested, right? I do educate them for a fee. That's possible as well. Number three, you can refer products, trading products you believe in, right, that you think are good, right? I mean, if you think the product is good, you can refer it to traders and you get a small cut of commission from it. So there are many ways, right, that you can actually, do to get a fixed source of income. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want you to do to work on your trading psychology. Second thing, right, is what I call implement the STAR system. So often, right, when traders, they trade, they get very, how should I put it, emotional, personal with the markets whenever they have a loss. Okay, so I don't want you to think of your trading results as, dollars and cents. Look at it in terms of a STAR system, right? So, when you're young, right, when I was young, when I was in kindergarten, whenever, the kids do a good job, right, my teacher would give me a star on my workbook, one star, saying that I've done well. If I do really well, I get 2 or 3 stars. So I want you to, treat your trading in the same manner. Use the STAR system. How you can do it is, number one, you want to determine, right, your average monthly trade frequency. Let's say on average you do about 30 trades a month. Okay. So what you want to do is that if you follow your rules, right, for the trade, give yourself 1 star. I mean, if you want to get a real sticker to put a star on your monitor, on your wall, feel free to do so. Okay. And if you didn't follow your rules, right, minus 1 star. Okay, so at the end of the month, right, let's say, for example, you have an average of 30 trades a month. You want to get as close as possible, right, to 30 stars a month. I know you won't be perfect. I'm not perfect either, but you want to get 90%, right, of your trade frequency. So 90% of your 30 trades is about 27 stars a month, right? The closer you can get to 100%, right, the greater your trading consistency will be. Don't focus on a P&L, focus, right, on accumulating those stars. If you average 30 trades a month, look to get 30 stars a month. If you average 10 trades a month, look, right, to get 10 stars a month. If you look at your trading as the STAR system, right, implementing the STAR system, right, you'll find that you would stop focusing on your P&L so much, but rather focus on the process and on the consistency on your trade execution, right, by doing the same things over and over again. Okay, so this is the second tip that I want to share with you. Implement the STAR system. Number 3, look at the big picture. So I want to share this with you, right? This is a concept that I learned from a trader called Lensback, right? A very good trader I really respect, okay, from yourtradingcoach.com. So what he shares is that, you want to think of every trade, right, as only one single trade in the big picture. So let's say, for example, the big picture is like this, okay? And, you have 1 trade here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm just going to draw a few more boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, and just one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know my squares are getting atrocious. So anyway, right, so look at this, right? So for example, this is one trade that you took. Let's say it's a breakout trade. Okay. Then the price consolidated, breaks out, you buy, right? But in this case, let's say the breakout fails and it goes back into the range, right? It's a loss. Okay, so don't focus on just this one trade over here, because I want you to look at the big picture, right? Because this is just going to be the one of the many trades you'll take, because you'll take, other breakout trades in future, right? Breakout trades here, 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 filling up this entire rectangle here. And some of these breakout trades will be winner. This might be a winner, winner, winner. This is a loser, winner, winner, loser, loser, loser. Okay, then maybe winner, 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 winner. Something like that. And you don't want to focus just on this one trade. You want to look at it as the big picture, the large sample size of trade, right? Only then, from then on, right, can you see that, whether you do have an edge in the markets, and whether, right, you're not just trading based on emotions. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that you must look at the big picture and not just focus on this one trade, because that one trade is a series of hundreds and thousands of trades that you'll take in the future. So take a step back. Tell yourself that it's only one trade out of the many trades you'll take, right? It's kind of like, watching a movie, taking a step back, watching the movie and watch how it plays out. And don't just, get too emotionally attached just to one particular trade. Okay, so look at the big picture. And finally, right, another tip for those of you who wants to trade full time. So earlier, what I've shared with you is tips for those of you who are trading part time. But what about those of you who want to trade full time? I have a few things that you can look to implement. Number one, have a partner with a stable income. I was about to say have a stable partner, right? Have a partner with a stable income. So this kind of helps alleviate the household income. So let's say, for example, you're a trader, you trade full time, and your partner, right, she has a fixed salary. So even though you didn't make money for 1 or 2 months, don't have to worry, because your partner can support the living needs of both of you, or maybe even if you have children, right? That is something that your partner can do. Number two, right? If you're single, you're solo, right? I would rather suggest you save up to at least 12 months of living expenses, right? And this is not meant to be taken from your trading account. So let's say you have a $100,000 trading account and you require $1,000 a month to live. So this means you need, right, $12,000, which is 12 months of living expenses plus your 100K trading account. So there is a total of $112,000, right? So 12 months of living expenses, that is nothing to do with your trading account. So this means, right, even if you have losing months, you don't have to worry, right? You don't have to take out money from your trading account to meet your needs, because you have this so-called buffer, right, to assist you. And finally, right, for those of you who have family, kids and stuff like that, you can look to contribute to the household once every 6 months or once a year. So this is where you have basically enough trades where the law of large number can work out in your favor. If you have an age, right, you made money from the markets, you can actually withdraw some of it and you use it to help contribute to your household and stuff like that. Okay, so these are 3 tips, right, for those of you who are looking to trade full time. So let's do a quick recap to what we have learned today, right? So we have talked about broad concepts, right? But I find that it's really important, right, to understand them. Number one, right, I said that trading psychology, yes, your internal system, the beliefs, it matters, but more importantly, you want to put yourself in the right external environment. And for example, get a fixed source of income that would actually help alleviate, right, a lot of your trading psychological issues that you face. Number 2, you can implement the STAR system, right? Look to get 90, 95% or even 100% of the stars that you're supposed to achieve each month. If you do like 20 trades a month, look for 20 stars a month. 18, 19 or 20, these are, good results and, good trade execution that you're doing. Number 3, look at the big picture, right? One trade doesn't define your trading, right? Your trading is all about a series of trades. Look at the big picture, right? As what I've shared earlier. And finally, if you're looking to trade full time, get a partner who works, right? If you're single, save up at least 12 months of living expenses, right? And if you're married with kids, right, you can look to contribute to your household income once every 6 months or once a year. Okay, so I hope, this helps, right? This video on trading psychology. And I've come towards the end of this video. Today, we have talked about trading psychology. But for those of you who want to, learn more about, let's say, trading strategies, right? Trading methodologies, right? Go down to my website over here, tradingwithrayner.com. Scroll down, right, and my trading pretty much revolves around 2 broad-based so-called strategy: trend following and price action trading. So if you want to learn more, just click this blue button and I'll send this ultimate trend following guide where you learn how to write massive trends in the market, bull and bear markets. Just click in this blue button. I'll send it to your email. But if you want to learn more about price action trading, how to better time your entries and exits, market structure, support resistance and stuff like that, then click this blue button. I'll send this ultimate guide to price action trading to you for free as well. Okay, so with that said, I wish you good luck and good trading. If you've enjoyed this video, right, please hit the subscribe button so you'll always be updated. Hit the like button, right, and I will really appreciate it. Any feedback or comment, leave it below and I'll do my best to help. So with that said, I'll talk to you soon.